Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be going over very quickly how to calculate QPQS in the setting of a patent ductus arteriosus. So first I want to show you the side-by-side view, which shows you clearly the PDA with this very abnormal flow, high velocity flow, going from the aorta to the pulmonary artery. So this is side by side with no color and color, and this flow is best seen in the parasternal short axis view at the level of the aortic valve. And if we were to see the Doppler assessment of this, you would see that the flow is indeed very high velocity, indicating that the PDA is perhaps quite small. This is actually a case of my patient who has had a PDA since she was a child, had it repaired, however it popped open, and is relatively asymptomatic and dead set against getting another surgery. So just to show you guys how to calculate QPQS. So in order to calculate QPQS in every case, I'm going to share my screen right here. You will need four things, and those four things are going to be the RVOT diameter in order to get the RVOT area, and the RVOT VTI. These two numbers are going to get you the QP in all cases except the PDA. RVOT diameter you will get from the parasternal short axis view here, and RVOT VTI you will be post-Dopplering the RVOT here. So you'll be using both of these things to get the RVOT outflow, which is the QP in all cases except PDA. Next, you're going to need the LVOT diameter in order to get the LVOT area, as well as the LVOT VTI. In most cases, this will be your QS, with the exception of the PDA. So measuring the LVOT area using your diameter here, post-Dopplering here at the LVOT in either the 5-chamber or the 3-chamber view, just like you would do in an aortic stenosis analysis. Okay, so in the setting of a PDA, this QP will actually be your QS. And the reason is that your aorta is blowing blood straight back into your pulmonary arteries, into your pulmonary arteries, so your flow here that you'll be measuring will actually be your systemic flow rather than your pulmonary flow. In this flow here, your LVOT flow, which is usually your systemic flow, is now going to be your QP. So a QPQS, I'm going to write it down here in the setting of a PDA, will be the LVOT area multiplied by LVOT VTI, and that whole thing is going to be divided by the RVOT area multiplied by the RVOT VTI. Alright, let's go through this example, which detected very, very nicely. Okay. First, I want to show you, I'm going to measure the LVOT here, which I believe she did a better job here. I think we got a little bit, open up the LVOT a little bit more, get 23 millimeters or 2.3 centimeters. We're going to now measure the LVOT VTI, which is about 22.6 centimeters. Again, sorry I didn't put the labels here, but this is the LVOT VTI, which is 22.6 centimeters, which we got from the 5-chamber view. Next up, I'm going to do it in 2. So LVOT VTI is 22.8 centimeters, and RVOT VTI is 18.6 centimeters. And now we're going to measure the RVOT. In our parasternal short axis view, here is measured at 26.9 millimeters. So you can do all these calculations with your calculator, or use a calculator when you search Google, is a very nice website that allows you to enter in all these numbers and it'll calculate it for you. But again, worthwhile to do it for yourself. So we put down the LVOT diameter 2.3, RVOT 2.7, VTI 22.6 for the LVOT and 18.6 for the RVOT. Heart rate, not so important for calculations, but they asked for it here, so I put it down. So just moving down. Now this patient has a calculated, QPQS of 0.88, indicating a relatively small shunt. However, if we were using these QPQS numbers for an ASD or VSD, it would be 1.134. So that about sums it up. I want you guys to remember that calculating QPQS for PDA is the reciprocal of calculating a QPQS for an ASD or a VSD. That's it for me. Thank you.